back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So after fucking months and months of waiting and stress and emails that haven't been replied to and thinking it might not even fucking happen, we have a fucking date and a venue and times for the fucking show in Toronto. The Boy Owl is going to be rolling into town. Show will be on the 8th of December. There's going to be two shows. There's going to be an 8 o'clock show and a 10 o'clock show. So 2 shows on the 8th. Can we sell these cunts out? It's going to be at the Back Room Comedy Club in Toronto. A nice little fucking club out there. Tickets will go on sale next week. Keep your eye out for them. You won't have to fucking worry about keeping your eye out for them because I'm going to be fucking jamming them down your fucking throat. Also got a couple of fucking shows in Vancouver on the 6th of December. So fucking bounce into Vancouver, do a couple of shows, and then got to get to Toronto the next day, fucking the 7th. I was trying to get a show on the 9th, on the Saturday, but it just didn't work out like that. Some local comedian is filming their stand-up special on the 9th there. So we're in. Fuck, thank God. It was limbo there for a few months. It also looked like I was going to have to get a venue where I was probably going to be the ticket fucking collector. I was going to walk you to the seats. I was going to work the bar. I was going to fucking do all of it. But we've got a proper comedy club, so thank God for that. Fucking load up on tickets. Bring family, friends, your old fucking grandma. She would love it. Work party, Christmas party, a work Christmas party. Bring everyone. Anyway, I'm fucking excited now. That's a relief. So what fucking today? UFC today. Fucking a friend of mine, an absolutely gacked out fucking drug addict, who has had fucking 2 giant fucking inheritances in the last 5 years and has wasted it all on drugs. I think he actually listens to this podcast. I think he's sober now, or sober-ish. He messaged me this morning because the UFC was in Sydney today, and I think he was on a bender last night. And he was running late to the UFC and he was going to it. And he's like, Boyle, do you want the tickets to the UFC or a ticket to the UFC? He was just going to give them to me for free. And I was like, no. Honestly, I couldn't have thought of anything worse than going out to Homebush Stadium, fighting the fucking traffic out there, or even just being on public transport with fucking all sorts of rat-tailed fucking purple belts and white belts and fucking 3 weeks into kickboxing, lebos and gangs, Samoan fucking footy players, just juiced up and fucking frothing. Nah, I have absolutely no problem with those characters. It's just I got fucking no sleep last night. No fucking sleep. Just couldn't get down, and then I was flat this morning, and he messaged me too early in the morning, and I was like, fuck that. I would have had to have left within like 45 minutes of him messaging me, and I just didn't have it in me. $550 fucking ticket as well. That was the cheapest ticket you could get to the UFC. $550 fucking dollars. And in retrospect, I probably should have gone because fucking it was like the upset of the fucking century. Strickland, who I've become kind of fond of recently. I always thought he was like some sort of brain damaged fucking retard, and he is a little bit, but he's also a fucking dude. He's also been adopted by the Australian public since he got here, which doesn't really shock me considering he was raised a neo-Nazi. That's not a good look for Australia. We've just adopted Sean Strickland as our own former neo-Nazi. He's always saying some seriously borderline shit, and we're like, He's one of us. It doesn't matter that he's from the US. He fucking fits the bill of Australia. No, I've actually been fucking watching a lot of his fucking press conferences and media shit since he got to Australia, and I've fucking grown to like the cunt. He was in Australia for like one day. They barely let him in the country because he had a few assault charges back in the fucking US, but they let him in, and within a day he's in all the newspapers because an Australian fan came up to him and said, Izzy, Israel Adesanya is going to fuck you up, and Strickland just fucking punched him in the stomach. I think that's why the Australian public like him, and he just says whatever the fuck he wants. Anyway, he was one of the biggest underdogs in championship history and fucking somehow pulled it off, and it wasn't even fucking close. He dominated. I don't know what the fuck was going on with Izzy, but fucking Strickland got it done. About 14 fighters on the UFC card today during their in the cage fucking interview after they won fucking said faggot to raucous applause and cheers. Another good look. I was in the pub when one of the cunts called someone's whole team faggot, a bunch of faggots. Everyone in the pub laughed, including me. I probably laughed the hardest. I guess the fighters were just like, well, fucking, I've heard every other cunt use it since I've been here. Let's just fucking F-bomb it. Australia just kicking goals out there. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for today. Get excited, Toronto. I am fucking excited myself now. And Vancouver. Why do I keep forgetting Vancouver? The Couve, I'm coming to. Anyway, that'll do it for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around, and I'll see you the fuck later.